It's finally time to do some growing. Let's get at it. Okay, so what I'm trying to do with this new series is I'm trying to find different ways to help people like me who live in prohibition states find different ways to practice growing plants. Whether that be flowers, herbs, vegetables, anything that's legal to grow, that the skills from doing it can somehow be transferred over to cannabis growing. So for this first try, all I want to do is some basic vegetables. So I wanted to start off with some tomatoes, some jalapeno peppers, some habanero peppers, and some onions. Just some kind of random vegetables, just kind of to try them out, see how they go, and just kind of get a basic understanding of how to grow a plant, how to grow a vegetable from start to finish. Alright, let's show you some of the supplies you're going to need to get started. You're going to need some sort of tray or small pots or cups to put your seedlings in. To get them started, these starter trays are actually made out of peat, so you can transplant them directly into the new pot when it's time to get them started there. These all came with a tray, and you fit them in this tray so that they can actually drain, because they have holes in the bottom, which is good because you want the water to be able to pass through, and you don't want the roots to sit in any drainage water, so you want that to be able to get away from the bottom of the plants. And you also want something that has some kind of cover on it. This is going to keep humidity to the seedlings so that they can get a good strong start. And it's of course going to want to be clear because you're going to need to get the light through it. And then here I've got some standard potting mix. This one's got fertilizer already in it so that we don't have to worry as much about the nutrient balance. We can just focus more on the watering, the temperature and humidity, and also the light. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is take one of the trays and put a little bit of soil into each one of the little compartments, but not going too much further than a little over halfway. You want to pack it in there, but not too tight. You want to make sure that they can get air and carbon dioxide to the roots. You want to make sure that the water can get through and get all the way to the bottom of the tray. So you're going to put that in there. You're going to leave a little room on top for the seeds and for a little layer of soil over the top of it. So I got a little measuring cup here for a little scoop. And just start emptying it into there. I got a couple like that. Just want to go a little over halfway. And make sure that you don't get too much in there, because then you don't leave yourself much room to cover it. Make sure you get it all packed in there, tight enough to where the roots have something to grab onto. Just go through and fill each one. Alright, so there you have it, all filled up. There you go. You want each one to be a little over halfway. You want to put a little kind of indentation in the middle of each one, just something for the seed to sit in. And then we're going to put a little bit over the top of each one, just a little sprinkle, just something to cover it. You don't want it too deep in there, otherwise the seedling isn't able to actually kind of break through. Each one of these little trays has 10 compartments. And so it's going to be 10 seeds, and from each of these trays I'm looking to get one full-size plant. So of these 10 seeds, I should be able to get at least one good healthy seedling that I can grow into a full plant. Alright, we're ready to drop the seeds in, so let's take a look at those. So all the seeds are in. Now all we need to do is just top them each off with a little pinch of soil so that they have a little covering on them, and then give them a little water. I don't have any kind of watering can or anything, so I just took a bottle of water, took the cap and put a little hole in the top so that I can just get a little squirt in there. You want to make sure you get the soil good and wet. You want it to kind of come through the bottom, but you don't want it to be dripping real heavily. You want to get a good soak without it being too saturated. seeds are covered and watered, and so the only thing left to do is to take your humidity dome cover and put it over the top. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the light setup that I made to get these seedlings started. It's just a real cheap setup, and I'm going to also kind of walk you through some of the key factors you want to keep in mind when making a setup for your own. Until next time, guys, let's grow.